Hello, my spooky friends. It is Stacy, and welcome to Special Effects Makeup on a Budget, where I show you how to kick it up in your Halloween and cosplay game without breaking the bank. Whether you purchase or create items yourself, I've done the shopping for you, making sure that things stay affordable. And today, I'm going to show you how I created this Blood Demon look using waterliners and how I took some horns that I purchased from the store and customized them to fit this look. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's just go ahead and get into it. I picked these horns up from Spirit Halloween last year. These are the cheapest option that they do have, running at $5.99 for a set. And I'm going to change them and customize them to bring out that texture by using some water paint. This water paint comes from Walmart, running about $2.97 for a bigger tube. Now, they do not have these in the store as often as they used to. I picked mine up a couple years ago, but you can get them on their website. The reason for water paint is so that I can clean these up and customize them again with a different color if I need to. For my face, I'm using the Indie Beat Cosmetics Color Foundation in white. They do offer several different colors and they run $20 a piece. But if you ever used white before, you understand that with brushes or sponges it becomes streaky and it's hard to get that opacity. And I find that using oil foundations work a lot better, especially when you're covering a large surface area, and they're also a lot more comfortable. So I began using my brush just so I could carve out around the eyebrows and up under the eyes, and then I go back in for full opacity using my sponge, and the sponge I'm using today comes from Shop Miss A. This is the AOA Paw Paw line, and it is 6-pack for $8.95, or you can get an AOA Wonder Blender for $1. I will have all the products listed and linked below in the description so that you can save yourself some money. And to set my foundation, I'm using a translucent powder from Wet n Wild. I set my eyebrows and forgot to hit record.
You look great. How you doing?
The waterliners that I'm using today come from Gavisi Beauty, and it's from their Retro Bundle kit, and this is in the shade Watermelon. And I go in and I stagger lines up underneath my eye, making sure that I have some that are short and some that are longer, because I'm going to connect them and it will make it look like bleeding blood and drips. So going underneath with a brush, I connect those by making sure I swipe up and I do a curve up underneath. And then I leave the bottom a little bit thicker to make it look like blood. And here's the thing, red on white is not very forgiving and it is extremely hard to clean up. So just take your time, use smaller brushes, and try to make things look like they belong in the same family. Make them look like sisters and not like twins. That way you're not over anxious about doing this look. And blood and water drips differently, so you can get by with doing something that's not completely uniform and it still look very good. But I carry this red over into a wing and I go above the crease of the eye and I get that filled in, and then over onto the wing part of the liner I make that also bleed with a couple more drips of blood on each end. Just make sure that you're counting how many droplets you do that are bleeding off of each eye, and then you'll be good. It's all good.
It's all good.
I did the same thing on the other eye, going in and filling in the blood, making sure that I have bleeding lines, and going in and making another wing. Going into the crease, filling that in, and making sure I place more droplets and blood all the way up to the tip of the wing. The reason why I'm sticking with waterliner is because grease and cream paints tend to crease in the areas that move around. So if you have a hooded eyelid, you might want to stick to waterliners as well. And for my inner corner, I go in and place that coming out just a little bit on the nose and then connecting it back to the other liner at the bottom. Now, since this is a a blood demon, I wanted there to be blood spatter, and blood spatter is not uniform, so I just randomly go around and place different droplets where I think it would look good. Going in with a contour, I am using black today, and the black I'm using comes from my Art the Clown Terrifier makeup collection from Creature Cosmetics, and a little bit of contour on the nose, and going in with some black eyeliner up underneath in the waterline. I'm going to smoke this out. I'm using the Chucky palette from Glamlight Cosmetics, and I'm going in and creating just enough smoke around the lid on the upper lid and winging that out so it's a uniform shape, just a little bit on each side, not too much, but just to make it smoky and to give it more depth. Also be sure to carry that up underneath the eye as well, and a little bit up under the area to make it look like shadow up under the droplets of blood. This is my first look filming since I had my spinal block. I am feeling a lot better, and thank you to everyone who reached out to wish me well. And I'm continuing to use my red and my thicker brush and going in and placing those blood droplets randomly all over the face and a little bit onto the neck. And then I saturate my brush with a lot of water and product, and then I begin to tap that a little bit all over the face, giving more of that small spray blood spatter look. I curl my lashes and go in with a full mascara for the top lashes and a lengthening mascara for the bottom. Both of these products come from Shop Miss A, and I'm using the Ardell Glamour eyelashes today, but you really don't need this because there's so much black. It's just I'm so used to being a little bit extra. I go in and this band is kind of stiff, so I bend it to fit the eye, making sure that it fits and that I don't have to cut anything off, and then go in with my glue. But this thing was stuck, I'm telling you.
It's stuck.
This is the A+ Shop Miss A Super Glue for lashes, running at $1.88, and I purchased this September of last year before it started to run low. For my lips, I'm doing another ombre look of red and black, and I go in with an eyeliner pencil, and I carve out the Cupid's bow, overlining the top, and also overlining at the bottom so that they look a little bit more full. I carry that liner up into the lip a little bit, because the ombre is going to bleed from black and then into red. And in order to make my lips look even more full, I go in and I place a line connecting the tip of both of the Cupid's bow. For my red today, I'm using ColourPop's Melonade and Milani's Color Red Label. Using Melonade, I go in and I pick up that black from the eyeliner so that it bleeds that color into the red, and in the center I'll pop in the color from the Milani Red Label, and then I also apply a gloss on top of this because the gloss tends to bleed. I do that very last and I didn't do it on camera, but here is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this one today, and if you'd like to see sneak peeks, behind the scenes footage, or vote on my next look, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Those links are below. Now that you've mastered a blood demon transformation with just a few products, there are more budget-friendly ways to kick it up a notch for your Halloween and cosplay game. Many of these techniques allow you to use items that you have laying around the house, or it will keep your shopping within your budget. In this next video, I'll break down the best places to shop for high-end looks that will save you time and money. So click here now, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.